10 touch points that make older women swoon. Practical Stoicism for daily life. Love is not just about promises, but also the subtle moments that touch the soul. Anonymous. Have you ever wondered what the key touch points are that can make an older woman feel deeply moved and passionately desired? Many believe this to be a mystery, but in reality, there are specific areas on the body that, when touched the right way, can awaken intense emotions she may have thought were long dormant. Today I will reveal 10 subtle, yet powerful touch points that can make any woman feel desired, cherished, and utterly captivated by you. But this is not just about physical touch. It is an art of connection, a blend of finesse, understanding, and emotional attunement that accompanies every gesture. Imagine being the kind of man who knows how to awaken deep emotions and naturally ignite her passion in an enchanting way. The first 2 touch points will stir her strongest desires, but the last one is the key to unlocking her heart and deepest longing. Let's dive into these 10 powerful touch points. And before we begin, don't forget to hit subscribe, click like, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on exciting content from Toi Luyen. 1. The collarbone. The collarbone is one of the most elegant and alluring features on a woman's body, often regarded as a symbol of grace. A gentle touch with your fingertips or a soft kiss on this area can evoke deep emotions, creating a powerful connection between the two of you. This is not just an aesthetically pleasing area. It exudes tenderness, femininity, and an irresistible charm. Picture yourself standing close to her, your gaze filled with admiration. As she turns toward you, you lightly glide your fingers across her collarbone as a subtle gesture of care and appreciation. This is not just a simple touch. It is an act of finesse that fosters intimacy and depth. Because in the art of attraction, it's not just words that matter, but also how you use body language to create natural magnetism. Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "The more we love someone, the more we must treat them with respect and understanding." Women, especially those who are mature, are not merely drawn to physical appearance or sweet words. They crave a man who can connect emotionally and understands the value of delicate gestures. When you touch her collarbone gently, you are sending a message that you admire and cherish her, not just for her appearance, but for who she is inside. In moments of intimacy, a soft caress over this area can strengthen the bond between you two. It signals closeness and genuine affection. Women perceive strong masculinity not only through a man's looks or career, but through the way he creates meaningful moments. A man who knows how to touch a woman with elegance will always hold a special place in her heart. Marcus Aurelius once wrote in Meditations, "A person's worth is not measured by what they own, but by how they treat others." This applies to the art of attraction as well. True allure comes not just from a powerful presence, but from depth and subtlety in one's actions. When you understand that small gestures can have a profound impact, you naturally become a man of irresistible charm. Reflect on this. Are you showing care and respect in the right way toward the woman in your life? Share your thoughts in the comments and tell us how you express appreciation for your partner. Small gestures can transform a relationship, and you have the power to make that difference. 2. The lower back. One of the most subtle yet powerful ways to captivate an older woman is by touching her in a way that resonates deeply, especially in areas that hold emotional significance. The first key area to mention is the lower back, a spot that might seem ordinary, but can actually create a strong emotional bond. Imagine walking through a crowded space or going up a staircase with her. When you gently place your hand on her lower back to guide her, it's not just a polite gesture. It's an unspoken message that says, "I am here for you." This subtle touch evokes a sense of safety, warmth, and protection, making her feel cherished and valued. The key here isn't just the act of touching, but how you do it. If too forceful, it may feel controlling. But if done with the right level of finesse, it becomes an enchanting gesture that shows you understand women's psychology and how to make them feel secure. Marcus Aurelius once said, "True strength lies in calmness and self-control." The refinement in your actions is a testament to your composure and maturity, qualities that make women feel you are someone they can rely on. The lower back is directly linked to feelings of security and trust in human psychology. Women are often drawn to men who make them feel safe without needing excessive words. A light, intentional touch here conveys the protective nature you have for her in a natural and effortless way. However, what matters most is your attitude when making this gesture. If done with genuine sincerity, quiet confidence, and without dominance, it will be a huge plus. On the other hand, if it carries a possessive or forced intention, it may have the opposite effect. Let this gentle touch be a sign of your composure and masculine strength, not an attempt to control or impose. Would you like to be the kind of man who stands out in her eyes? If so, comment 1 below, and let's continue exploring the next touch point that can make her unable to take her eyes off you. 3. Behind the ear. One of the most underestimated yet incredibly powerful ways to captivate a mature woman is by touching sensitive areas on her body, and behind the ear is among the most refined. This is not just a pleasure point, it is an emotional trigger that can awaken deep, hidden desires. Picture this. You lean in, whispering softly in her ear, your warm breath brushing against her skin, followed by a gentle stroke behind her ear, or a soft kiss. Just this subtle gesture is enough to make her shiver with excitement. This is more than physical contact. It's a perfect harmony of voice and sensation, creating a profound connection that goes beyond mere attraction. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Understanding oneself and mastering emotions is the true power of a man." When you know how to embrace a woman's sensitivity through delicate gestures, you don't just master seduction, you reveal yourself as a deep, insightful man who understands her psychology. But why is this area so special? The answer lies in the nervous system and how the brain responds to gentle stimuli in this region. It is packed with nerve endings that can trigger an exhilarating sensation, both subtle and intense, like a wave of emotions coursing through her. However, don't just touch this area absent-mindedly. The true secret lies in your control and precision. A truly attractive man is not one with just looks or wealth, but one who knows how to use his emotional intelligence to make a woman feel cherished and valued. Epictetus once said, "We cannot control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond." You don't need to act impulsively. Let patience and subtlety guide you. When you understand how to use a delicate touch artistically, she will recognize the difference. If you've ever tried this, or have an experience in the art of attraction, share your thoughts in the comments below. Or, if you found today's content valuable, type, "I love and understand women." 4. The waist. A woman's waist is not only an aesthetically attractive feature but also a sensitive area that fosters a deep emotional connection when touched in the right way. A gentle touch on the waist can convey a message of care, protection, and even profound desire. Imagine a moment when you lightly place your hand on her waist while dancing. This touch is not just an intimate gesture, but also a way to offer her a sense of security and confident leadership. Or when you wrap your arms around her from behind, she can feel your embrace, as if you are protecting and cherishing her. However, above all, respecting personal boundaries must always come first. Even the smallest gesture can bring either comfort or discomfort, depending on the level of consent and how she perceives it. This principle also applies to intimate touch. When you understand her limits and always act with respect, that is the mark of a strong and mature man. Women, especially those who are older, tend to be highly perceptive of the intent behind a man's gestures. If your touch is filled with sincerity, respect, and affection, it will create a deep and lasting connection. On the other hand, if it comes from a place of superficiality or forcefulness, she will quickly recognize it and distance herself. So, the key is not just in how you touch her, but in how you express your care and understanding. Put yourself in her shoes, sense the subtleties in every gesture, and show her that you are not just a man who knows how to be attractive, but also one who is mature enough to bring peace and security. That is the true art of attraction, not loud, not rushed, but deep and lasting. 5. The knee. The knee, an area that may seem insignificant at first, but can create an unexpected and profound connection. Imagine you and her sitting together on the sofa. The atmosphere around you is peaceful, the lights are soft, and you are both enjoying a movie or talking about life. In that moment, you gently place your hand on her knee, a simple yet meaningful gesture. This touch is not just physical contact, but also brings a sense of closeness, warmth, and trust. It is like an unspoken whisper saying, "I am here. I am always by your side." However, what truly matters is how you do it. The key is gentleness, naturalness, and subtlety to avoid making her feel uncomfortable. A touch that is too rushed or uncontrolled can cause her to lose her sense of ease, rather than making her feel safe and more connected to you. It is precisely the subtlety in touch that distinguishes a man who understands women's psychology from one who lacks observational skills. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Always remain silent and observe." When you understand how things work, you will know how to adjust yourself to avoid creating chaos. The same principle applies to how you interact with the woman beside you. Understanding her emotions, responses, and psychological state will help you adjust your actions in a refined and appropriate manner. Remember, for a mature woman, it is the small things done at the right time and in the right way that truly touch her heart the deepest. In today's modern world, where technology and virtual interactions increasingly consume our time, simple yet deeply connecting gestures like a gentle touch on the knee become even more meaningful. Women are not only attracted to physical strength, but also to a man's ability to remain composed, controlled, and calm. Seneca once said, "A steadfast man is never shaken by the storms outside." Let your steadiness and subtlety become a firm anchor, allowing her to feel safe whenever she is with you. Try applying this in real life and observe her reaction. Do you notice a change in her eyes, her smile, or how she perceives you? If you have ever experienced this moment, share your thoughts in the comments below so everyone can learn and discuss together. Or, If you find today's video interesting and valuable, leave us a very good comment below. Thank you. It is a great encouragement to us. Now, let's continue. 6. The nape of the neck. One of the most sensitive areas on a woman's body is the nape of the neck, a place that is not only delicate, but also capable of awakening the deepest emotions when touched the right way. The nape is rich in nerve endings, and even a gentle touch can send shivers down her spine, creating an invisible yet powerful connection between two people. The key to touching a woman's nape is not strength or intensity, but rather the subtlety and respect infused into each gesture. When you gently stroke or place your hand on the back of her neck with reverence, it's not merely a physical act. It's a whispered message of care and tenderness. The philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "Subtlety and gentleness often yield greater results than brute force." This wisdom holds true in how you express tenderness toward the woman you care about. A light touch on the nape is especially effective during intimate moments, whether it's a hug from behind, a whispered conversation, or a quiet exchange between just the two of you. These small gestures create a sense of protection, love, and connection without the need for words. A mature woman is not just drawn to physical appearance or material wealth. More importantly, she is captivated by the subtle understanding a man demonstrates. When you touch her nape with respect, she will feel that you see her not just as a woman, but as someone truly worthy of being loved deeply and completely. As Seneca once said, "Gentleness and understanding are the foundation of all lasting relationships." If you wish to connect with her on a deeper level, let your touch convey your care, rather than being just an empty gesture. In today's fast-paced world, where people are easily caught up in superficial distractions, a simple, delicate touch on the nape can make a significant difference. It shows that you are a man who understands emotions and prioritizes connection over outward displays. Mature women are not looking for empty words. They crave sincerity and the feeling of security when they are with you. And sometimes, just a gentle touch, a small but meaningful gesture, can help you reach her heart more profoundly. Have you ever noticed how a woman reacts when gently touched on the nape? Try paying attention and share your thoughts in the comments below. 7. The wrist. In the art of attraction and connection with a mature woman, the wrist is a subtle yet powerful touchpoint that many men overlook. The inner wrist is home to numerous nerve endings, making it more sensitive than other areas of the body. A light touch, a delicate stroke, or even a soft kiss on the wrist can evoke deep feelings of closeness without the need for excessive words. The key lies in the subtlety and natural flow of your gestures. Imagine a moment when you gently take her wrist during an emotional conversation, your eyes meeting hers. Without words, you both feel the connection. Such a simple gesture can leave a lasting impression, demonstrating confidence, refinement, and emotional leadership, qualities that a mature woman deeply appreciates. Marcus Aurelius once said, "True elegance is knowing when to stop." This is particularly relevant in the art of attraction. An overly forceful or rushed touch will disrupt the subtle beauty of the moment. Your ability to be delicate in your gestures reflects your composure, self-control, and understanding of female psychology. Men who exhibit restraint rather than being impulsive or excessive captivate women effortlessly. In today's world, where people are caught up in haste and shallow interactions, paying attention to small yet meaningful details, such as a light touch on the wrist, can set you apart. It conveys calmness, a quiet strength that Stoic philosophy highly values. A man does not need to flaunt or rush. Instead, a steady gaze, a skillful touch, and a strong presence create lasting attraction. Seneca once said, "Self-control is the mark of a strong man." This principle applies to how you approach women as well. True attraction does not stem from what you do, but how you do it, with confidence, control, and deep awareness. A well-timed, delicate gesture can leave a more lasting impact than any grand declaration. 8. The cheekbone. The cheekbone is not just a facial feature. It is one of the most expressive areas that reflects a woman's deepest emotions. When you gently touch her cheek, especially when she smiles or feels shy, you create an invisible yet profound connection. This is more than a simple caress. It is a silent message to her heart, telling her that you appreciate her natural beauty, that you are fully present with her in the moment, and that you cherish her tenderness. A gentle stroke on the cheekbone is a sign of affection that many men overlook in their fast-paced lives. There's no need for extravagant gifts or grand promises. Sometimes, a well-timed light touch can reach a woman's heart in ways you never expected. If a woman allows you to touch her cheek without pulling away, it is a sign of trust and deep emotional connection. The key is gentleness and sincerity, as any clumsy or hurried action can ruin the subtle beauty of the moment. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "The warmth in our hearts does not come from grand gestures, but from small yet sincere actions." This applies perfectly to the art of nonverbal communication in love. A gentle touch on the cheek, when done naturally, can speak volumes more than flowery words. It is an unspoken compliment, a way to express that you genuinely care and are not just another fleeting presence in her life. In today's world, where technology and life's pressures often create emotional distance, meaningful, intimate moments like this become more valuable than ever. A simple touch can awaken deep emotions, even those a woman herself may not realize she longs for. Imagine this scenario. As you say goodbye to her after a meaningful evening, instead of just saying goodbye like usual, place your hand gently on her cheek for a brief moment. Look into her eyes and let your gaze speak for you. That is a moment she will remember. However, remember that the most important thing is not the action itself, but the emotion behind it. If you touch her cheek just to impress her or manipulate her emotions, she will sense it immediately. But if the gesture comes from genuine appreciation and your true presence in that moment, it will become a cherished memory in her heart. 9. The arm. Surprisingly, the arm is an incredibly effective touch point for creating connection and intimacy. When you and she are engaged in conversation, a light touch on her arm can enhance the feeling of closeness. Imagine you're having a comfortable conversation with her, and as you emphasize a point, you gently touch her arm. This simple action not only signals connection, but also demonstrates confidence, masculinity, and care. Marcus Aurelius once said, "We exist for each other, so let us help each other, or at least not harm each other." This applies to all interactions, especially with the opposite sex. Respect and subtlety are key. A well-placed touch is not about possession or force, but a natural way to show that you are truly present in the moment. A light touch on the arm is like a silent message. I understand you, I'm here with you, and I value this moment. Scientific research also supports this. Light touches can trigger oxytocin release, the hormone responsible for trust and connection. This means that even a simple touch on the arm can create a subconscious emotional bond. A man who understands body language and uses it with finesse will always have a unique charm. Have you ever tried this technique? Share your thoughts in the comments below. 10. The hand. The hand, a small detail, but one with profound meaning in the art of connecting with a mature woman. Holding hands is not just a simple act. It is an expression of connection, trust, and your full presence in that moment. Imagine you and her sitting across from each other in a cozy cafe under the soft glow of warm lights. As the conversation deepens, you slowly reach out, gently taking her hand, holding it with just the right amount of pressure, not too tight, not too loose. In that very moment, a sense of security spreads, like an invisible thread binding two souls together. Mature women are not easily swayed by flashy appearances or flowery words, but by the subtlety in how a man carries himself. A well-timed, gentle touch can make her feel protected, cared for, and truly heard. Just as Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen more and speak less." When you take her hand, it is not just a physical gesture. It is a silent message that you are present, listening, understanding, and cherishing the moment. If you found this video valuable, like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with more insights on Stoicism and women's psychology. Got thoughts or questions? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. See you in the next one. Stay strong. Stay in control.